Hey guys, coming to you live from VP headquarters. I'm Andy Deal, Division Manager of Consumer Products here at VP Racing Fuels, and this is just kicking off our inaugural, very first time ever live stream on YouTube. So if there are any technical glitches, problems, if you can't hear us, something like that, leave a note in the comment feed for us. We're going to try to do these every so often with our different product managers and leaders of our different business units. That way you guys get up-to-date information on what's latest and greatest at VP Racing Fuels here. So I want to jump right into it. I'm here to discuss some new products. We debuted them at PRI. We debuted them at SEMA. We got an overwhelming response, a lot of questions, a lot of people asking us about the features and benefits, testing that we've done. Also, when is it going to be available? So the exciting thing is both of the products I'm going to feature today they're already available. They're available through our warehouse, for sure out of Texas. Inventory's filtering into our different regional locations as well. And we've got a couple of partners that are also already adopting them in their catalogs and making it available for your end user to buy in the coming weeks, basically. So want to get into the first product here, and it's going to be Octanium Unleaded. This is a fantastic product. It was definitely asked for by you guys. I'll put the can up there. So kind of want to jump into the evolution of why this product was debuted. One, you guys are probably familiar with the purple can, so Octanium Original, which we don't have it branded original, but it is the original Octanium. This one says unleaded on the front, and you'll notice safe for O2 sensors and catalytic converters on the front. Both of them are not street legal products. I'll give you that disclaimer up front. But this new one is optimized for emission control devices such as O2 sensors, catalytic converters. I want to flash up sort of why this was requested for by popular demand. This is a test that was conducted back in 2016. It was by a third party. It was unsolicited. This is Black Market Racing. It's a speed shop and a dyno tune shop, also a parts distributor out of Arizona. As you can tell in their testing, they put up some impressive numbers there. This is on an Evo right here. And you can see from the graph, they put up 43 horsepower and 21 foot-pounds over a standard 91 octane tune that they were using. So they put a 100 octane tune on this product, basically tuned it to Octanium, and they were pumping out those numbers. So someone in the comments feed, as you can see here, asked, so you really gain that much from using Octanium? Their response was, with the tune and coming from our 91 Arizona pump fuel, yes, ... That was it, end of story. So I want to discuss some of the specifics on the unleaded formula. And one thing is you can only build octane with so many components. As you guys know, MMT is a popular component. So, we use some MMT in this blend. It's concentrated pretty heavily on that product, also with some other proprietary ingredients. One thing we do with this product is we also listen to feedback in the industry, other people using these metal can type additives or other additives highly concentrated with MMT, is you get that rust colored coating of the manganese basically when it oxidizes on your spark plug. So what do we do about that? It was pretty easy for us. We have a proprietary PEA, that's a polyetheramine detergent that we added to this product. That way it's going to act as a good keep clean. As you run this, one, it's going to take care of combustion chamber deposits. It's going to take care of gum, varnishes caused by pump gas, but it's also going to take care of any of that manganese coating when it oxidizes. It's going to clean that up for you. That way you're not prematurely fouling spark plugs, sensors, anything along those lines, which allows us to say this is O2 sensor safe, and also this is going to give you a longer life on those plugs, so you're not constantly replacing plugs with an octane boost and a tune. So that is a big selling point to that product. In addition, you are getting 7 full numbers of octane gain. It even says it on the can specifically. I want to clarify that's 7 numbers and that's 70 points. So the industry has kind of created a claim, which would be in terms of points. 1 octane point is actually 1/10 of an octane number. So you're getting 7 full numbers gain out of this product, 70 points. So that is a huge value proposition to your customer, especially in the late model audience where you guys have catalytic converters O2 sensors, but you're also looking to bump it to, 100 octane tune. That way, when you play around on the weekends, you can keep a case of this in the trunk. And when you're at the track, you can dose it and basically have a race fuel concentrate here. So I want to discuss, sorry, I lost my place here. But in addition to removing any of the deposits, that detergent obviously also cleans your fuel injectors, your carburetors, your fuel system. It improves throttle response, acceleration, and I want to talk about the treatment real quick. So this can, with that 7-number octane gain, is built to treat 10 gallons at that particular dosage. So say you're wanting to treat 20 gallons, you're going to get about a 3.5 number gain there. It's going to be 35 points of octane gain. So you just dose it as necessary. A lot of guys will put this in a 5-gallon utility jug. I wouldn't recommend it with pump gas. You can do that with race fuel. A lot of guys will mix this with gas in a gas can. My disclaimer there would be don't leave it for a long time in storage in a plastic container. This is best in its metal can. Spoke with our chemist this morning. He's got a sample of the original Octanium, a batch from 2014 that he tests every so often. A few weeks back he tested it, and basically the levels in that product are still on spec with where he needs to be. One thing with this product, you also notice we keep a under this cap there is a plug. Of course, this is an empty right now, so you won't see it right now, but there is a rubber plug in there that maintains freshness of the product and keeps it sealed up as much as possible. So I would say if you're not using it that day, that weekend, keep it in that metal can. It's going to give you the best shelf life possible out of this product. Also, if you are putting it in a container, make sure it's a darker container because this is sensitive to UV light over long periods of time. So great product. We're really excited to launch it. Got a couple partners on board. Summit Racing will be adding it to their site. We've got O'Reilly's picking it up as well. And then, of course, through our VP distribution, visit our website, visit our app, go see our distributors. They've got it available. I checked today. Many of them have already purchased it and brought it into inventory. So it is available through your standard VP networks. So I would definitely check that out. Octanium Unleaded, great product. We've got more to come too. And I did want to mention our marketing team worked very hard on a video for this product, not this live stream, but actually I produced a video where we did some testing down the street with our partners from H-Tech Performance. They picked up very noticeable gains, especially in a naturally aspirated motor. So you'll see some teasers come out on Instagram with that this week, and then you'll see that video launch in the coming weeks as well. So stay tuned to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and vpracingfuels.com. All right, I want to lead into the next products, which this would be Stay Frosty right here. We're getting into performance coolants, folks. So many of you guys know the cool down coolant additive that we launched. It is actually probably a 3rd best seller in the Madditives line. So with that, it kind of jump started us into getting into fully formulated coolants. So I want to touch on these products. They won a SEMA and a PRI Media Award this year. So there's a lot of attention around this. I'll get into the high performance formula first. So what we did here is we added propylene glycol to this mixture. We've got multiple surfactants, also known as wetting agents. So that helps break the surface tension in a coolant system, improving heat transfer, getting that heat spread out evenly in your coolant system, thus reducing cylinder head temperatures and overall operating temperatures in general. Our claim is 25 degrees at the cylinder head on this product. You do have that propylene glycol as freeze protection. It's only down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So folks that just went through the polar vortex, don't use this specifically as an antifreeze, but it's got freeze protection in it. This is great for markets such as your hot rodders, your classic car audience. We've been taking these types of products to the Good Guys shows with us this year. We do a national circuit of car shows and hot rod shows and such. And this is very popular. Everyone is overheating at these types of shows. So this is a product that's extremely relevant in the industry, and it takes the guesswork out of, how much additive do I add in with water, and then how do I protect it against corrosion. So that gets me into the other selling point to this product. It's got ASTM D3306 certification on it. It met those testing standards. So what that means is that's a complicated way of saying this has as much corrosion protection as your average 50-50 mix that you can go down the street to your auto parts store or your distributor and pick up. So this does have a lot of corrosion protection in it. It works across the board on any metals used in coolant systems. We've got all those research and findings. So if you guys really want to geek out on that particularly, you can get it through your corporate VP reps, and we have that documentation to back up that claim. In addition, with the glycol, the corrosion protection, and then the surfactants, this is really a well-rounded product that's going to work good in your performance, your street application. Don't use it in racing because it does have glycol. So if you're out at the track, most tracks ban this type of product. They don't want any glycols on their track because it's a very slippery substance. We all know what that causes. So this is great for your street performance crowd that wants a little bit of oomph in the coolant department. In addition to that, I want to talk about kind of the marquee product in this set, which would be the Race Ready coolant. 64-ounce bottle. Obviously, we do it in a case pack of 4. So both of these products are sold in a case of 4 directly from VP. Retailers sell them by the singles. This product has absolutely no glycols in it. So you get a more robust surfactant group of additives in there. So it's more concentration on the wetting agents. You still get that same corrosion protection that the other product does, but we're mixing it with an RO water and absolutely no glycols in this. So this is race ready, race legal, and we are able to make some pretty substantial temperature reduction claims. So I want to get into that because that's been a lot of the questions around PRI and SEMA on this product. How do you make those temperature claims? So we'll flash this up. We did a test recently on a dyno. This was third-party conducted. We took a Chevy LS motor and we used the Stay Frosty Race Ready coolant, completely drained out the coolant system in this LS motor, and we just ran this product. We went ahead and compared different operating temperatures, and we took 2 test subjects. One was a conventional 50-50 mix, and then we took a waterless coolant, which is pretty popular right now in the industry. And just so you guys know, waterless coolant equals 100% glycol type product. So that's chock full of glycols. You're not going to find water in it. That's why a lot of them say do not mix with anything except for the product particularly. Temps were measured with an infrared thermometer. That thermometer had dual lasers on it, so it grabbed 2 areas in a isolated section, and then the engine had been run for about 5,000 RPM, about 15 minutes in duration. So get it up to operating temperatures, but at 5,000 RPM, that thing was definitely moving. Temperature measurements were taken in several different places, and you'll see that on this screen. We went ahead and took temperatures in 2 different places at the front of the head, 5 different places the bottom of the head, 2 different places at the back of the head, and then 5 more places at the top of the head. So basically grabbed every little square inch of that motor where it mattered and measured it all around the head in every direction. The results were definitely pretty staggering. So taking the average of Stay Frosty Race Ready coolant versus waterless, you guys can see that up on the screen now. We saw an average improvement of 111 degrees at the head. So these types of resources are available to you guys as dealers and distributors of our product. We're happy to send this type of testing data over, but that was definitely impressive. But we'll get to kind of the conclusion of that and why that happens. I want to flip to the comparison versus 50-50 coolant antifreeze. So this would be your average coolant off the auto parts shelf. You notice an impressive 77 degree improvement at the head. So that kind of gets into what kind of conclusions can we draw from this. Stay Frosty is a low viscosity formula. Your average 50-50 mix is 3 to 6 times more viscous than that of our race ready formula. So that basically, it's a thicker formula. It's got a higher viscosity to it, so it doesn't do as well with heat transfer. Water, which we're using water-based formulas here on both of these products, it transfers approximately 2 times more heat than glycol does. So we're significantly better than glycol here. Even on the high performance version, we're using a small percentage of glycol just to give you some freeze protection there. So basically, both of these formulas are less viscous, of course, over a waterless coolant, and then even so over a 50-50 coolant, you're getting better heat transfer, and then that's basically your proof there. So I want to let you guys know more testing is to come. You can expect that from us and our R&D staff. This was a little snippet here just to get you guys educated now that we've got product available. So I want you guys to stay tuned to our website and our social media networks. We're going to be posting that up. We're going to be doing this more frequently. We're going to do live streams. We're going to do YouTube videos on this to help you guys educate your partners and our users, our customers. Our Facebook handle is VP Racing Fuel. That's singular, no S at the end of it. And Instagram, check us out at VP_Racing_Fuels. And I want to thank you guys for your time. I know this was brief. Just wanted to kick this off. You can expect some other segments coming up in the near term. Appreciate y'all's time. I'm Andy Deal here at VP Racing Fuels. Our passion is your performance. Thank you, everyone.
So we got a few questions from TechRon. One is race fuel related. They want the difference between Q16 and C16. And the other question is they just want to know what the difference between the purple and the blue coolants are.
Got it. So I would suggest on the question about Q16 and C16, I know a little bit about race fuel, enough to be dangerous, but I'm more so on the retail products front. So I want to get you over to our techs. If you visit vpracingfuels.com, you go to tech support. Typically, his name is Tom. We put his cell phone number up there. I typically know it by heart, but you know, if you need to reach Tom, he's available anytime. He picks up all the time. Half the time I'm working at shows with him, and he'll pick up while we're there and answer a user's question. He's very fluent in C16 versus Q16. We've got some documentation out there on the website, but I would just say give Tom a call. He's our race fuel tech. He's a wealth of knowledge. On the differences, of course, between these two products and the colors, this has got freeze protection, so it's got some percentage of glycol in it. This has no glycol, no freeze protection. Both of these are ready to go as coolants. This one's got some antifreeze properties to it, so it's safe down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. This has got no freeze protection, but it's track and sanctioning body legal. So that's really the material differences. I'll let you guys know this is a $19.95 retail price point on it. This is $21.95 retail price point. Premium race product, premium performance product. Both of them kind of have their purposes and their applications. So, you know, I would say if you're taking something out for the weekend to a car show, this is a great product for that. If you're going to the track, this is a great product for that, just to make it simple for you guys. Got any more questions?
No, that's it.
All right. If you guys have any more questions, like I said, tech, TECH at vpracingfuels.com. Hit him up. If you guys have a product question on our retail set, it's cpinfo at vpracingfuels.com. Those are 2 emails that we respond to, and we'll get you guys answers. Also, we'll continue to kind of maintain the feed here, so if more comments and questions show up on the YouTube feed, we will pop up answers as we go, and I'll go ahead and get you our text information on that. You said it was TechRon?
TechRon 1000.
TechRon 1000. We'll get you some information for a direct contact on that question, C16, Q16. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all's time. Have a great weekend, and excited to go racing. See you guys at the track.